Okay, real talk. Y'all think looking expensive means dropping a good coin at Bergdorf's? No, you're wrong. I'm about to show you 5 styling foundations that actually make people think that my $30 t-shirt actually costs me $300. But what exactly is the psychology behind this? What's up, you guys? I'm Thessely. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I help beautiful, ambitious women just like yourself, help them discover their style and create wardrobes that actually work for them. But today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm launching this series called the Style Intelligence Lab. In these videos, we are going to experiment with different styles, think about the psychology behind why it works, and apply this intelligence strategically. So today's central research question is, what psychology triggers make an outfit read expensive versus cheap, regardless of the actual price? Studies show that clothing do not only affect how others perceive us, but actually also how we perceive ourselves. It's called included cognition. When you wear something that feels and looks expensive, the brain actually reacts differently to that. So we are going to explore 5 principles today. So if you're a note taker, this is your time to take your pen and paper, because class is in session. Okay, lab experiment number 1, the psychology of fabrics. Listen, this is one of the biggest things that nobody talks about enough, in my opinion. Fabric quality can make or break an outfit. I don't care if your tweed jacket is from Zara or Chanel. If it looks cheap, it looks cheap. Okay, that's a big, very extreme example, but you get what I'm saying. Fabric quality triggers expensive perception way more than any price tag or labels could. Our brains are wired to perceive texture and weight, equate that to quality and expensiveness. So you look at something and it feels good in your hands, you equate that with value. So here's what to look for when you're shopping. The touch test. Run your hands through fabric. Quality pieces feel substantial. They have weight to them. Cotton should feel smooth and crisp and not rough or papery to the skin. Wool blends should feel soft and structured, not scratchy or flimsy. The shine check. Avoid things that have this artificial sheen to them. You know those fabrics that scream polyester, especially under that department lighting, it's super plasticky. Look for something that has more of a natural luster instead of that shiny plasticky feel. For example, a corduroy trim on a jacket, suede loafers, suede handbag. Texture adds dimension, and texture sends a signal to our brain that it's worth something. This is actually the psychology behind quiet luxury that nobody really talks about. But I hear you thinking, what if I'm shopping at fast fashion stores, right? The Zaras, the H&Ms of this world. You can still find good quality pieces at these stores. Just look for their premium line. Look at the price points, because this obviously, like, a lot of the times tell you something about the quality. Read the labels, and really, like, a cheat code is to try as much as possible to stick to natural fibers. So wool, cotton, linen, these are the safe options for the most part. They will give you a better bet than going with something that's 100% polyester. So let's apply this intelligence. When you're shopping, run your hands through the fabrics. If it feels substantial, has some weight to it, it's probably a better quality fabric, and hence it will look more expensive. Shop feel first and brand second. Our brain unconsciously equates fabric quality with investment. Lab experiment number 2, the fit confidence correlation. Baby, let me tell you something. If your clothes fit like, super tight to the body, or they fit like you're swimming in them, it will not look expensive. It will be much better to have a cheaper piece that fits you perfectly than something that's incredibly expensive but it's just well fitted. Tailoring is literally the cheat code. If you've been watching my videos, I've been preaching about this for years at this point. Research shows that when our clothes fit us perfectly, our posture gets adjusted, you bring your shoulders back, you feel more powerful, more grounded, and this is called embodied cognition. Your mental state literally changes. Others read this as authority and you investing in yourself. Now, what the fit confidence loop is that when you have something on that fits you perfectly, you get that much more confidence, and observers will read this as expensive. Now, most people skip this step, but I'm telling you, make sure that your tailor becomes your bestie. Sometimes just adding $30 extra, I would say between $30 to $50 extra on getting that hem taken up, getting your blazer sleeves perfect to your arm length, getting that waist taken in. It is so worth it. And at first you would think that, it makes the piece extra expensive, but just think of it this way. You will probably have that piece for at least 5 to 10 years in your wardrobe, and you will get so much wear out of it. So the intelligence here is that fit goes way deeper than how something looks on you. It is actually investing in your psychological presence. Now, I hear you saying, Tess, I can't afford a tailor. Girl, what are we doing? So honestly, some of these adjustments are so easy to do yourself, especially if you have the time, if you have the creativity, you're handy with your fingers. I would say go on YouTube, watch a couple of videos and just try it for yourself. There are also sewing circles nowadays if you want to get that community feel. Some dry cleaners also offer very affordable options, so there is no excuse if you ask me. Okay, now before we continue to experiment number 3, I wanted to give you just a backstory on why I started this series. Some of you might not know, but I have a bachelor and a master's degree in biology. So from my education, I have this very investigative mindset, and I wanted to apply that to my passion, which is fashion and styling. And I've always been trying to ask myself when I make styling choices, why does it actually look good? What is the reasoning behind it? What is the psychology behind it? And this video is only the part 1 on this topic because the tea is so hot that I had to, do a deep dive. I don't want to give you guys surface level kind of tips. Let's really unpack this. These are going to be the secrets, the tips that will distinguish the ladies, the women, from the girls, no shade. So part 2 drops next week with even deeper psychological experiments. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss this series. All right, let's get back to it. Lab experiment number 3 is the study of monochrome sophistication. Y'all, this is the easiest tip that I can give to you, is that styling hack that every stylist applies, but if you don't really pay attention, you're probably missing it. But just pick one color or one tone and different shades within that color family and go to town. It can be cream, it can be navy, it can be literally any color you think of. It reads curated, it reads I have my life together. That's the kind of energy you're tapping into. Now, what's the psychology behind it? Why does it work? Monochromatic dressing reads curation. It gives the others, observers, that curation perception. People would think that you have a stylist. Our brains literally process monochromatic outfits as way easier to understand, and it looks way more intentional as well. It's called cognitive ease. It's very easy on the mind to process. When something looks easy, effortless, for us it reads as there is some expertise behind it. And the thing that I love about monochromatic outfits is that it literally takes you sometimes 3 minutes to put together, but the value that you get out of it is humongous. It's that curated sophistication, and monochrome really reduces the cognitive load on our brains if you really think about it, and it increases the perceived intentionality. When you apply this intelligence in real life and you master tonal dressing, you're essentially hacking the psychology of expertise. People actually assume that you know something about style that they don't know. Okay, lab experiment number 4, the efficiency formula. Okay, busy ladies, this one is for you for those hectic mornings where you have to get ready in literally 30 seconds. I've been there, so I know the drill. Okay, ready? This is pretty much what you need. A blazer, a t-shirt, a jeans. Basically what it is the 3 pieces formula. This pretty much equals instant sophistication. It creates sustainable confidence, especially when you are in time-pressed situations. The psychology behind this, decision fatigue is real. We all know this. Research shows that we make about 3,500 decisions a day, and this literally depletes our mental energy. So when you have a proven formula, you can allow your brain to conserve this energy to make much more important decisions. Plus the uniform psychology, when you have something that you know looks good on you, that you feel confident in, you always feel more prepared in a way. Now watch this. You can have the same blazer, the same jeans, but you just swap the t-shirt for a button-down shirt. It's basically the same concept, but a different look and feel. Or keep the t-shirt, but swap the jeans for a tailored trouser, add a loafer or swap that for heels, swap the blazer for a jacket, swap the blazer for a cardigan, and boom, there you have it. Each combination gives a different energy, but also a different authority level. But the confidence behind it remains the same because it is a proven formula. Now, how to apply this intelligence? Create 3 to 5 formulas that you know work for you. And this will eliminate that outfit anxiety, which actually is the cause that's undermining your confidence. Lean into this psychology. Preparation creates presence. Lab experiment number 5, the magnetic melanin colors. This is for all my melanin rich ladies, but the less melanated girlies can also take some knowledge from this. But let's talk about colors that look so rich on melanated skin. It just does something to our skin tone that makes us glow, and that is what's giving that expensive look. Think of earthy tones or gemstone colors like royal blue, rich browns, navy, deep olive colors, burgundy. All of these look stunning on us. Now, the psychology behind this, why this actually works, is that when the color that you're wearing complements your skin tone, observers will unconsciously register this as harmonious. I call it effortless elegance. Research actually shows that when people see us in colors that complement our skin tone the best, they register this as being healthy and being vibrant. Now, the easiest way to do this, the color test, is to see what tones of jewelry fit the best with your skin tone. Are you more of a gold person or more of a silver person? If you lean more towards gold, this means that you can go for more warmer undertones. So your warm browns, oranges, deep reds, and silver usually means cooler undertones. So cool blues, purple, and true reds. Now, how to apply this intelligence? Build your base with colors that naturally lean towards, colors that create that natural radiance from within, and then accentuate that with a pop of color if you wish to do so, just to add a little bit more personality. When you look naturally vibrant and radiant, people automatically assume that everything that you're wearing is high-end. Let's do a quick recap. Number 1, weighted fabrics and texture equals perceived value. Number 2, fit creates measurable confidence that others read as expensive. Number 3, tonal dressing hacks curation psychology. Number 4, formulas eliminate decision fatigue and create consistent presence. And number 5, harmonious colors create natural, luxurious perception. The overarching theme here is that when you make styling choices, just keep in mind, what does the brain perceive as quality, authority, and expertise? And when you do that, you create that expensive energy regardless of price tags or branding. I'll drop the research links because I did some research on this, y'all. I'll drop the links below for those of you who really really want to do a deep dive. But your assignment, because I told you, like, this is, we're getting for real now. Your assignment for this week is to experiment with maybe one or two of these principles and see how others perceive you. Do you see a difference in that? But also, how do you feel? How do you feel internally? Do you notice a shift? And next week, we're going to get into a couple of more advanced psychological principles. So if you thought that this was insightful, part 2 is going to separate the amateurs from the style intelligence experts. And this is really just the beginning, y'all. Like, I really want to encourage you guys to make choices that are very intentional. Think about the why behind the things, the choices that we make. And little by little, we will be creating, you know, powerful women that just have dope styling choices that are incredibly sustainable and timeless. So if you're ready to approach styling with intelligence instead of only intuition, hit that subscribe button, join the family. You know, we are on the road to 120K this year, so let's just make it happen. Let's edify each other on this channel. This channel is much more than just your weekly fashion hauls and outfit tips, and we're getting into it. We're getting into the nitty-gritty. So if you're down for that, you know, join me on this journey. We're going to learn and grow together, because some of this stuff is new to me as well. That's like why I'm really investing into it. So I really hope that this gave you some insight. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.